Time for another video. Boy, this is a direct sunlight. I don't know if I could have prevented that. I guess I could have filmed that way. Oh well, if it's bad, I'll do it again. It is Saturday now, and a day of rest. Well, not the whole day, but I got to sleep in a little bit, which was really till about 8:30. And that's even more ironic because it's 5:30, Pacific time. So, yeah, but it was 8 hours, I suppose, 7 or 8 hours. That's all I really want. If I can get 8 hours of sleep in a row, I'm happy. I don't even care what row it is anymore. It's just as long as it's not broken up into two parts. Whole different story. But I had the show last night, and yeah, it's been fun. I think I got out here Thursday, day of traveling, two flights, layover. Started at 3 a.m. and yeah, it was a long day. But at least I didn't have to perform Thursday night. We did rehearse, and yeah, it's funny because this time just everybody's so tired by 11 o'clock. We're just like exhausted. And I usually, want to stay up till like 2 or whatever, but not right now. Anyway, yeah, so it was a nice day Friday, yesterday. Really most of the day was just preparing for the show, getting some props ready, taking care of some last minute things. It's interesting because I don't have my tools here, so it's a little harder to work. My friend doesn't even have drill bits. Like, what's a drill bit? So it's like, all right, well, we're gonna have to get you some drill bits because she has a drill and many screwdriver bits, but not drill bits. Yeah. But anyway, the show, yeah, nice that it was close by, so a lot of long drive. Really, like 10 minutes away. That was really cool. And a great center. We've been there once before, and they're just really nice people and great crowd. Yeah, I really like that place. It's just good. It's like we got a curtain, so you get out of the green room, and then you got a little curtain area, which is perfect. That is like a theater where you have like the side stage, off stage. That works out really well because then you're not having to worry about a door. Because if you don't have a cover, you open the door and everyone can see it come in and out like that. So that's kind of a pain. So this worked out a lot better. That was a good idea. That was my idea to build that thing, and it's worked out really well. Yeah, like I said, it was a good show. Had a bit of a delay, so at one point, the manager said, can you sing a song, fill some time, you or Stacy want to sing a song, and Stacy's got a song in the next act, so she didn't really want to spoil that surprise. I'm like, well, sure, I mean, I could do an Elvis song. I was playing Elvis anyway, or variation, so, and I was kind of, a little nervous about that. It's like, oh man, a whole song. I do it on karaoke all the time. I figured I'd do Are You Lonesome Tonight? I mean, I know a few Elvis songs, but that one I probably memorized the best. But I also thought, have I memorized it perfectly? I mean, do I really know it by heart? And not have the crutch of a, teleprompter anywhere? I mean, you can't see the lyrics when you're doing it this way. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to just do it. So those are the kind of things you kind of, even if you're a little nervous, it really benefits you to just go ahead and say, I'm going to do it. Worst case, it gets kind of messed up, make a comic bit. It'll be almost more memorable if it does get messed up. But I also thought, turning down those kind of opportunities to make things kind of different and exciting and something novel, because you do these shows so many years that it does get repetitive in the same thing. So knowing you're going to come in and do the exact same show, I mean, not 100%, but in general, you don't want to turn down opportunities to make it just kind of something new and different and exciting. So that is one issue about dinner theater after so many years. Is it is kind of you're kind of repeating the process. So the excitement changes. It's not like it's boring, but it's not quite. And maybe it's because the nerves aren't quite the same level. They're still get a bit nervous. Someone said, "You never get nervous." Like, no, I get a little nervous. It just depends on what I'm doing and how well. But the song did make me nervous, and it did go really well. Actually, I had the whole thing memorized, and the timing is, I guess the other thing is the timing, because there's a big bit in the middle where you're kind of giving a monologue, and then you have to return to the song. So you have to make sure you're timing it out. That's probably one of the hardest things to do in singing is, having to talk and do dialogue, and then in this back of your mind, you're still listening, or you're still kind of have some idea where you're at, and then try to match it up to where you come in. But yeah, if anything, maybe make sure you finish your dialogue a little early so you can kind of then start listening to the song again and then come back in. And that's kind of what I did. Because if you do late, it can be a lot tougher, I think, if you're late. So I am enjoying this nice weather. It is beautiful. not a cloud in the sky right now, and that can change. That can change within an hour. It could be pouring down rain. I don't think it will be today. It is cool. It's like this is what the perfect Florida weather is, I guess, because it's probably like 82 right now, 80, and it's not going to get much warmer. But it will get cold at night. It will get into the 60s, I believe, tonight. I don't know about the 50s yet. They may even have 50s. So, yeah, the nighttime isn't as comfortable. But when you do have a beautiful day where you're just not like, it's not beating down on you, that's kind of fun. So I'll get to enjoy some really nice. It's just so weird that it's so different than Seattle right now. Funny, I was in Dallas Thursday at the airport, and someone said, "Are you selling the house or house sold?" And I go, "Well, not yet. 2 more weeks, and I have to decide really quickly. Am I going to go out there for the signing of the papers or just do it?" And I'm kind of, I mean, if the flight were cheap enough, I'd probably do it. But I just don't think that flights are going to be cheap enough. I'm really learning that with American Airlines, your miles are based on how much you spend, really, rather than how much you fly. And with Alaska, it's the opposite. So I won't get my money's worth of miles. That's what kind of sucks. Unless I go Alaska, but Alaska is going to charge a lot more for the flight. So is that worth it? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to look at some nature and do some driving today. So just want to give an update of how things are going. And it's nice. It's beautiful out here. No hurricanes. There's that. Cheers.